There are places out there you can't find on any map. They're not gone. They're just lost.
As far as this movie, yeah, I mean, as soon as they announced that Tom Holland was attached, I lost all interest.
Yeah.
I've always been someone who thinks...
He looks 14.
Yeah, and I've said this to you, Dan, and a bunch of our friends before, but I think when you have a video game franchise that prides itself on being cinematic, removing the element of control from it makes it moot. Like, if you're just going to turn it into a real movie, then what's the point of it at all? Like, the Uncharted is fun because you feel like you're playing a movie through a movie.
If you want to watch an Uncharted movie, watch Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Yeah.
The only one I could think, and you guys could disagree with me about this, the only one I could think would have cinematic potential, and I think it would be for a TV show, not a movie, is God of War, just because of the density of that mythology.
Yeah.
I think you could turn that into a television show. But I otherwise... Assassin's Creed. Why does Assassin's Creed need a movie? Like,
isn't Halo being adapted?
It is. Why?
Mario is being adapted
with that famous Italian
friend of the show, Chris Pratt. Yeah.
I like to think that he saw Mario's design and said, "Hey, red and blue."
A red hat with an M on it, like MAGA. Wow.
So I'm looking at this and it looks like Peter Parker.
It does.
Not only because like he hasn't changed anything about his face, but also like even his voice, he's not doing any kind of different American.
His American voice is high. To your point, I mean, I was watching Zendaya and Dune, and I really thought I was going to be distracted, and maybe it's because she's in the movie for a total of 2.5 seconds.
Distracted,
but I thought I was going to be distracted in that Zendaya's known for being in Euphoria and Spider-Man, but I wasn't. Like I was. She's a pretty. I mean. We haven't seen her in a truly transformative role yet, but she is dynamic enough for me to see her in different roles. Tom Holland, unfortunately, so far, doesn't really have that ability for me.
Yeah, he hasn't really been stretched yet.